Hey everyone, we've got a limited time series and it's a rerun for Lamborghini Diablo SV. So this time around, as it is often the case when we have a rerun, the requirement that we need to meet, as in PR requirement, is higher, and the reward, gold reward, is lower than the original iteration of the event. Of course, we have a new set of races as well. It's not exact replica, it just features the same car. So here we are. This one runs for 5 days. So today is the 20th of August. So that means this one will expire on the 24th, Monday of August. So if you don't own the car, it's featured in a single bonus series, so I am anticipating in the near future we might have possibly an exclusive series, which is sort of a lazy way of expanding a car's usage for the developers, Fire Monkeys, and that seems to be the case with the certain cars. They just don't bother with creating another bonus series along with other cars, or let alone a main career, the big box series. So that's where we are with this car. The cost of the car is, if you're to buy it outright, it'll cost you 400 gold. So not cheap exactly for what you're getting, I feel like. But if you really, it's kind of like one of those cars that defined era. You know what I mean? Like it's like the other Lamborghini, the Countach, right? Or Miura. Don't necessarily perform the best, but they're fun cars. So there, I'll leave it there. Now, in order to, and this car, by the way, got one of those. This is one of those cars that got a PR bump in recent updates. So base PR used to be 32, now it's 32.1. Does it make a big difference? For our purpose, not really. It makes absolutely zero difference. But that's what we got. It's more symbolic than really anything else. And the PR requirement this time around, you need to bring the car's PR up to 48.3. Now, how you get there? The cheapest way to get there is max out engine. There are 5 upgrades available on engine. And maxing out engine, basically, in terms of gold, will cost you 130 gold, because there are 2 tiers of gold upgrades. I'll go over this in a little bit. But the total gold cost is going to be 324 gold. So max out engine, and then remaining categories, you get 3 upgrades across the board. So that is 1 gold upgrade and tier 1 and tier 3 racing dollar upgrades. Tier 1 upgrades will take an hour to complete. Tier 3 upgrades takes 4 hours to upgrade. And the final tier 5 upgrade, which only applies in this case for the engine, will take 12 hours. But currently, when you since this limited time series was available, once you open the game, there is 24 hour, the 1 day instant service and instant upgrade offer available for that 24 hours spent as soon as you open the game. So if you're watching this right now and you haven't opened the game, just know that as soon as you get this screen, the 24-hour timer is on for that deal. Obviously, the limited time series will go on past that for another 4 days. So let's check in and go over the championship here, limited time series. We'll do a quick rundown. Earn a 1995 Lamborghini Diablo SV by 100% completing this special limited time series, an evolution of the 90s icon. The the Diablo SV bears the super veloce title that Lamborghini reserves for only its most high-performance cars. Oh, what else was there from Lamborghini during the 90s? That's my other question. I don't really remember much beyond Diablo, you know, and the kind of 70s, 80s was, you know, Countach was the, you know, the iconic, so anyway, let's check in. Usual 15 tier limited time series, kind of short run, 5 days, right? Here's a breakdown of whopping 25 total gold reward. They could have done a little bit better than that, but oh well. And 25% completion gives you whopping 2 gold reward. I know. And 5 for 50%, 8 for 75%. That gets you 15 gold. And then finally, upon completing 100%, you get the remaining 10 gold to complete the 25, and you win the car. That's really the important part, right? So let's get it done right away, and we'll confirm the PR requirement and all the usual. There it is. The blue finish with the sort of a gray livery, right? Okay, so yeah, let's see. Base PR. Actually, I apparently put the racing dollar upgrades on this car already, so you can see I have 7 upgrades on this. Right, that's what you can get with the racing dollar alone on this car. But let's go to the final tier, tier 15, Hockenheim Grand Prix Cup, 4 laps, and PR requirement, as I was saying earlier, 48.3. And you can find all the relevant information in the description box below, as always. Alright, so yes, tier 1 upgrades, since I'm not able to show you here, will cost you 154,100 racing dollars. And with the instant R&D, you know, that 1 hour wait is kind of a moot point. So let's continue on here. Tier 2, we got 40 gold for engine, which brings the PR up to 37.8. Drivetrain, 38 gold. Will bring the PR up to 38.6. So that's a decent boost. And of course, as you can see, it unlocks the tier 3, that next tier racing dollar upgrade. Body, 30 gold, and brings the PR up to 39.1. Suspension, 34 gold, brings PR up to 39.8. And then next category, exhaust, 34 gold, brings PR up to 40.7. And the brakes gets you up to 41.3 with another 26 gold here. And the last category, tires and wheels, 32 gold, will get you PR up to 42. All right. Now, so that's the 14 upgrades on board, brings your PR up to 42. Now let's get this tier 3 upgrades, the racing dollar. Normally it'll take 4 hours, but since we have this instant R&D offer, we can get it done right away. So with the engine up to 3rd tier, it brings your PR up to 42.7. And then tier 4, as you notice, is a gold upgrade for 90 gold, which is what we're gonna need. And then we'll get the drivetrain, which brings the PR up to 43.5. Body, 44.1 is what we'll end up with for spending some 44,200 racing dollar. And then next category, suspension, We'll bring the PR up to 44.8. And then exhaust. This is the last upgrade available in this category. So we're maxing out exhaust, brings the PR up to 45.6. Same goes for brakes. Last upgrade in the category, 39,000 racing dollars, brings PR up to 46.3. And the tires and wheels, there is another gold upgrade after this one. But we're not going to need it for this limited time series. Anyway, 46,800 racing dollars is the cost for this category. And we'll bring the PR up to 46.9. All right, so that's where, if you won this car from the last iteration of the limited time series, that's where you're starting from. And with that PR, you can get almost all the way through. But of course, you know, there's no extra reward past 75%, as in like tier 12, unless you go all the way. So if you already have the car with the base, the last time limited time series PR, that means you can run through at least 75% of this limited time series without any more investment into the car and pick up, yes, 15 gold. Right. And, you know, it's got instant service going on right now. So, you know, it's nice to kind of play through. But if you don't own this car and would like to win it in this limited time series, then we need to push a little bit further to unlock that final tier. Tier 14 is as far as you're going to be able to go with this PR, but you're going to get PR blocked on tier 14. Because here, I'll show you real quick. The final cup at Suzuka is going to be 47.5, which is obviously higher than 46.9. But tier before that, tier 13, it's exactly 46.9. So, you know, obviously you'll be able to get through tier 13, but that's anything beyond tier 12 becomes kind of a moot point if you're not planning on going all the way, because there's no extra reward. And that extra is 10 more gold. Is it worth it? That's hard to justify getting all the way through if you already own this car, because PR 46.9 in or PR 48.3, that is what's required to complete this limited time series, does not really make any difference in the bonus series completion, because the bonus series, this car is featured in a single bonus series called Lamborghini Legends, which is one of the last series in Legends section of the Road Collection, the career section. I think I still prefer that word, but anyway, and you will be able to complete 75% completion with PR 46.9 if you haven't done so already. And if you want 100% complete, 48.3 still ain't gonna cut it, because in order to complete that series, you need PR 49.5, which means you're still gonna need to get more upgrades. And if you're thinking like, well, you know, but I'm picking up 25 gold, so what if I think of that as a discount on that gold upgrade for the engine category, right? Which is gonna cost you 90 gold. Well, 25 gold in 90 gold cost is, I want to say about 27-28%. So normally when we get upgrade discount, they're typically 30%. So it's close, but there will be opportunities for better deals possibly. I'm not guaranteeing anything, but just saying. And obviously, more upgrades you spend your gold on, lower that discount ratio goes, right? So, you know, you want to get the absolute minimal gold spent. And then if you decide to upgrade your car here, let's meet the PR requirement for this limited time series, which is going to be maxing out engine, get that 90 gold, which brings your PR up to 47.7, and the last racing dollar upgrade, which normally takes 12 hours, will get your PR up to 48.4. So yes, we are 0.1 higher, but still that's going to be the cheapest way to go. So if you want to bring it up any further to 49.5, probably the best way to go, I'd assume, is going to be maxing out the body. I think it'll do it because 0.6 for this tier, and it's 65 gold. So you need 2 more upgrades, and all the other categories obviously are dead end. And in case of drivetrain, it's even more pricier, right? And none of them alone can reach the requirement of 49.3 or 49.5, excuse me. So kind of have to go with the body. So you get 65 more gold, and if you max out the body, as you can see, you reach exactly 49.5. So and for 100% completing the Lamborghini Legends series, you will earn another 28 gold. So once again, you're spending more than what you're earning. So yeah, is it worth it? Good question. So you're spending 100 if you want to go like all out and 100% complete both this limited time series and the Lamborghini Legends. You'll be spending 155 more gold, and you get 28 more gold plus 10, so 38 more gold. Let's punch that into the calculator here. So let's check this out. Doing this live here. So we're talking winning of 38 gold. But what is that in the total that we're adding, which is going to be 155 gold. And that is about 24.5%. So once again, as I was saying earlier, more you spend, lower your return ratio gets. So, I mean, there's something to be said about 100% completing something, but I don't know, guys. I don't think it's quite. The ratio is in your favor if you already own this car. Just do the 75% completion. That'll be my recommendation. So that's the quick rundown of this limited time series, what's required. And I will actually run through this limited time series on my other account where I already have 3 upgrades across the board, and I'll probably go as far as I can, which is going to be tier 14, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. So that'll do it for this summary of the limited time series here. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.